How do you stop being afraid? Let's do a small exercise here. Take a breath and just for a moment, feel this. Your heart is beating right now. You didn't ask for it to do so. You didn't control it, you didn't force it or guide it. You didn't fear it into any action. But it still beats. It just beats. And it's been doing so ever since you were born. Without your permission. Without your panic. Without your planning for tomorrow. Now consider this as your first reminder. Hello and welcome to Mind Healing with Bhavish. And today we will talk about how fear overwhelms you. And what can you do about it? People often ask me, Bhavish, how do I stop being afraid? And I smile not out of judgment, but because of our own innocence. Because that's not a right question. That is the real question that one should be asking ourselves is, which fear am I feeding? You see, inside all of us, there are two kinds of fear. One that protects you, and the other one that pretends to. But obviously, most people, you and me, we cannot tell the difference apart. We can't tell the difference. The first kind of fear, let's call it the guardian fear. It's the fear that shows up when something's actually wrong, when there is real danger. Let's say when a car is speeding past you without warning, or when your child runs too close to the edge, or maybe during an earthquake where the floor shakes underneath your feet. This fear does not paralyze you, it prepares you. It alerts you to take an action. Your heart would suddenly start to pound. Your body tightens up. Your senses get sharpened and you become fully alive, ready to deal with the situation. Because now the guardian has stepped in to bring you back to the safety. Now this fear is ancient, it is wise, it is built into your body. It is gifted by every ancestor who has survived before you. It is not here to scare you. It is here to save you. And then there is a second kind of a fear. And this one is a little bit trickier. For the sake of our convenience, let's call it the ghost, the shadow fear. Because that's exactly what it is. A shadow that feels real, but isn't. It doesn't show up when something's actually wrong, when something is happening. In that moment, no. It shows up when nothing is happening. And it whispers like, what if something goes wrong? What if they don't like you? What if you fail again? What if all of whatever you've been doing falls apart? And your poor, innocent body cannot find out the difference between the real snake or a thought of a snake. So what can it do? It reacts. It panics. It freezes with the very thought itself, as if you are in a real, actual danger. But the truth is that you're just sitting in your room, drinking chai, maybe watching Netflix, but thinking yourself into a panic. And then you continue to wonder, Why do I feel tired all the time? Why do I feel low in energy all the time? You know why? I'll give you the answer. Because you've always been living in emergency mode and it is continuously on. Solving problems that do not even exist. Fighting wars that are only happening inside your own imagination. So all your energy is getting spent fighting those imaginary wars. So let me tell you something that I've learned over the past few years watching people, building lives, helping them resolve fear. You are awareness, drishta, the observer, the conscious one, the watcher, the spectator. The movie is being played in the theater and you are the audience, sitting on your recliner chair eating popcorns, watching the movie. But you are just that, an observer of that movie, of that fear. And that changes everything. You don't need to jump out when something on the screen appears to be scary. It's only in the screen. It may look realistic, but it is not. It is not real. So what can you do? Do this exercise when the next time fear shows up. And it will. And at that very time, you need to ask yourself, is this the guardian or is it the ghost? You look around, in that moment around you, in your environment, is your life in danger? Is there a real threat to your body, your breath, or your being? If the answer is yes, if that is true, you trust the guardian. You breathe deep and you move wisely. You let your body do what it is designed to do. And it will ensure safety by doing whatever is required. You don't have to guide it. It will take all the required action by itself as it has been doing so far. But if it is not, if the fear is coming from a story in your mind, a fabrication, an imagination, a past that is over, or a future that hasn't even arrived yet, you're meeting the ghost. And here's something about the ghost that you need to know, that they vanish the moment you look them in the eye. You don't need to fight them. You don't beg them to leave. You just stop feeding them. You stop giving them attention. Stop giving your attention to the horror movie that is being played in your head. And when you do that, you discover something really, really beautiful. That you're not trying to be fearless. You already are. Right now. See, look at yourself. You're not afraid of breathing. You're not guiding your body how to do that. You're not scared of blinking. You're not worried about gravity pulling you to the ground. You're not thinking about all of that stuff. You are calm. You are still. You are safe. And this is your natural state. You have lived fearlessly more than you realize. But just you forgot to notice. And why? Because ghosts are always louder. The guards are always quiet. But now you see them, you come to a position to choose. Guardian or the ghost? Do I want to believe in the truth or I want to believe in the story? Do I trust my reality or trust my imagination? And in that choosing, in that very choosing, you return to who you really are. Not the fear, but the awareness of fear. Not the pain, but the presence that holds it, that attends to it. Not the small, scared self, but the still, spacious one who has always been watching. So the next time when fear knocks at your door, when something happens, don't ask how to stop it. Don't try to ignore it or run away from it. Just ask one question. Is this love? Is this my friend keeping me, trying to protect me, keeping me safe? Or is this the shadow self stealing my light? Because that very question will lead you to your home. I hope this stays with you. For more such content, do subscribe to this channel, and if you feel like you want to share it with somebody, do so at your own comfort. I shall see you in the next video, and until the next video, I want you to stay blessed, stay healthy, and catch hold of this wisdom if you can. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care. Bye-bye. This is Bhavish Ahuja from Mind Healing with Bhavish. Take care.